Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this X Team Tuesday Night Live. It is the X Team Social Hour. Glad you could join us. It's actually a half hour. Glad you could be here. This is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. Always glad to get together with everybody on a Tuesday night. We do this Tuesday Night Live every Tuesday evening live, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Directly following this is, of course, the Social X Corporate Zoom, which happens at socialxwebinar.com. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. So do the math wherever you are and hop on there as well. We got a lot of great stuff to cover tonight. I want to go to my friend first, Craig Davis, our resident retired Army nurse. Craig, I know you've got some great testimony to share about NuCalm. And by the way, if you've got a testimony you'd like to let us know about, please, by all means, just raise your hand. We'll see if we can get to you. Always love to hear how people are getting results with NuCalm. It's so exciting. It's life-altering for so many people. Craig Davis, my friend, how are you tonight?
Great, Adam. How are you?
Fantastic. I see you're in San Francisco this evening.
Yeah. You just never know where baby Craig might pop up and show up.
Tell us what's been happening. I know you're getting some great results, in you and your wife.
Well, on March the 5th, the wife and I, unfortunately, were in a motor vehicle accident. We were hit by a kid doing about 45 miles an hour. He ran through the red light and struck the car. I was driving. My wife was seatbelted in the passenger side. She was actually looking out to the Ferris wheel that's there at Broadway at the beach. And the next thing she knows, the car's spinning. She's had 5 spinal surgeries, 2 in her neck and 3 in her lower back. So the impact of the car, of course, was significant. She wound up hitting her head on the side window. Fortunately for us, the airbags did not deploy. We could have been T-boned, but I kind of caught the glimpse of the car and started to turn before the impact. So he wound up striking the left front panel of the vehicle. So she went off in an ambulance in a C-collar. And when we get to the hospital, her blood pressure was in a significant range where we thought she was going to have a stroke. So in the course of a couple of days, her blood pressure's up and down and up and down. And we find out that it's really just a lot of PTSD, which is, her nervous system, because she envisioned herself being in that cervical collar and having to have another surgery. So with the elevated blood pressure and, not having any physical issues, all her scans were negative. Thank God for that. I said, hey, let's get you, some treatment with NuCalm. So I took her blood pressure before and after. Like the good nurses we are, we want to always be able to, document things. So her blood pressure was 160 over 90 prior to doing NuCalm 40 VT. So she does the 40 minutes of NuCalm 40 VT, and I take her blood pressure again, and now it's 130 over 80. So that's a significant drop. I mean, 30 points on a blood pressure is significant. And we've done this, let's see now, how many days are we in? Almost a month. And this morning it was the same issue. She woke up early. She had a headache. Her blood pressure was elevated. She had her extreme shake that she has every morning. I put her on the NuCalm 40 VT again, and boom. This time it was only 25 points better. But hey, if people aren't using it, as Jim Poole says, if you do the 40 VT for 7 days in a row, you will not recognize yourself after it. And I truly believe it. Back to you, Adam.
Wow, Craig, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And wow, I'm glad you guys are safe and getting such great results. That's Rescue VT40 for those of you that are wondering which track that was. And that one has a way of balancing your vagus nerve, which is pretty amazing. There was a great Q&A on that. If you haven't seen that, it should be in your back office or ask somebody upline for it. Great Q&A session with Jim Poole on that as well. All right, we're going to go out to, let's see, Patti. Patti, you out there?
Hi,
Hey,
everybody. How are you?
Patti Box, welcome to the team. Excited to have you on. And before we get started, you and I, we kind of met in a previous business. And I reached out to you. I think I reached out to you on an ACE Power Hour, which is something that we do sometimes on Monday nights. If you're not familiar, ask somebody upline about it. And, we just, I messaged you and you were open. And I really, didn't know you well. We were just kind of associates, but you were somebody that responded so favorably to NuCalm and the technology. It was really exciting to chat with you about it. Can you tell us, a little bit about that interaction and what you've experienced with NuCalm since you got started?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, I love frequency stuff, right? So, like I have a frequency necklace on right now. My husband and I, we have tumblers that do structured water. We're like all into like the frequency. So when Adam told me, well, and I had been reading his post too before he reached out to me. So I was like, what is this? So I was really, really happy that he reached out. This is right in my wheelhouse. I don't know everything about frequencies, but it was enough to pique my interest. And I've always been into like biology and science and that sort of thing. So it just kind of fit, especially with the 30-day money back guarantee. I was like, well, heck yes, I'm going to go ahead and give this a try and see how this works. So as soon as I was able to sign up, I did. And Adam and I had been, in contact back and forth a little bit before I joined. And then after I hopped on, I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that everybody needs. I can think of a bazillion people that need this. And Craig, thank you for mentioning the Rescue VT40 that Jim Poole said that like 7 or 8 days, because in all of the videos that I was watching, I thought, what was that one that Jim had mentioned? So thank you for reminding me of that.
That's fantastic.
But my husband and I, we have been doing the Deepest Sleep and Deepest Sleep Plus for a little over 2 weeks now. And I have to tell you, I was laughing so hard the other day because explaining this to people can be kind of hard. But I was telling Adam, I said, we get ready to go to bed. We decide like, okay, what are we doing? Are we doing plus or not? And what are we doing? And I'm always thinking, okay, like after I say my prayers, I'm like, okay, what kind of adventure am I going on tonight? And I laugh because my dreams are so incredibly real. I mean, it's just like, wow, I'm on a ship or I'm in a house and I'm seeing all these people and like it's all friendly and it's all good. And I'm thinking, this is fantastic because I've struggled with sleep for so long. And I feel like I'm getting that deep REM sleep that my body needs to regulate itself. So this week I'm doing some work from home. And so, Craig, now I'm going to do in the middle of the day, do that Rescue VT40 and get that going. So I'm super excited about doing that. You guys, I'm just really excited to be here, really excited to get to know everybody and just kind of keep moving with it. I mean, it's a fantastic product. And I really, truly, truly believe that everybody should have this, should use it, and that it could help so many people. So
Excellent. Thank you, Patty, for sharing your story. You know, I always like to tell people, I mean, you just don't know who you're reaching out to and what their experience is. I didn't know you had a frequency necklace on. I didn't know that you had structured water at your house. But obviously, you know, you were a person that would lean towards a business and a product like
Right.
this. And so you just don't know until you reach out to people. And it's just such a great surprise and excited to work with you, Patty. And I'm looking forward to doing great things with you. So thanks for hopping on and being part of the team.
Same,
Appreciate
Adam.
you.
Thank you.
All right, let's
Hey,
go.
Adam,
Yeah,
can I add one thing?
yeah, please go right ahead.
So I'm glad that you're able to see that 40 minutes is, worth your time and effort. But a lot of times you talk to somebody and they say 40 minutes. Wow, that's a lot. So we do have Rescue 20 VT, which is half of it. And actually, it's not because of the frequency work. You can't actually double 20 VT and get 40. 40 is a standalone issue. But the thing of it is that have people start with a 20-minute. They'll get enough benefit from the 20 VT that they'll go ahead and say, oh, maybe I should do the 40 VT.
40.
And I can say that because my wife is one of those that does that as well.
Awesome. Thank you for clarifying that and letting people know they can go and start with 20. Appreciate you, Craig. Awesome. All right, listen, we've got some great stuff to share with you tonight. Before we do, I want to congratulate somebody who is just doing such an amazing job. He's new to the team, WiIliam Boles. WiIliam Boles just went 10K about a week or so ago. William, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. So I started January or February 18th with NuCalm, and I'd already been using it. And actually, we went to 13,000 in volume in 10 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
what
I hit.
causes that? How excited do you need to be? How much belief do you need to have? What is the key to doing something like that? I mean, obviously, you've got a little experience in our
Yeah, I
industry,
do.
but what is it that makes a person get to 10K and beyond like that in such a short period of time?
Well, so the bottom line is the stories. Okay, so you don't have to be a good networker to sell something if you believe in the product and you've got some stories to share, starting with yourself, starting with other people, that slowly starts to build, as we've heard some great stories here. I just want to add real quick, if somebody says, oh man, I don't have 40 minutes, they need the app, okay? Because if you don't have 40 minutes in your day, you need NuCalm, period. And so when I saw this, Edgar called me up and wasn't looking for anything, but I have been in frequencies for many years, and I knew that this had to be different. But here's the thing: as soon as I started using the app, I noticed something immediately with my sleep. And I just got to say this: starting the dreams can be intense, but they do mellow out. Okay. The first 2 days, I didn't even think I slept well. Okay. But at the time, I was using my Whoop, and I couldn't believe it. The deep sleep, 2 hours of deep sleep, 2 hours of REM, and just unbelievable. So as far as the business goes, you guys, you know, yes, I've been in network marketing since I was 19. I just turned 56, off and on. Okay, I've had some down times. I've had a lot of success, but every single time. Now, I'm not saying anything negative about any people that want to do multiple things, but you have to be laser focused. And all success in the industry, multiple six-figure incomes, has been from a one product focus. Okay, and that's how I'm taking this approach. Now, I'm trying the other products. I've got the energy drink coming, and I've got the glutamist, okay? And that's great because I'm into health, all right? But I've sold a lot of products in my career, and I've never seen anything like this before. This has been a mind-opening product, and That's what sells. Okay. I think I've enrolled close to 30 people. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you. I brought in networkers at the beginning, and most of them came in with the yearly. I mean, the yearly makes sense, right? Now, so as far as success goes, you got to you got to sell the yearly. Okay, that's what I did because it just makes sense. You want to rank advance and get those bonuses, you got to be selling the yearlies. Okay, the long-term residual in this after you build your base is the monthly. Not everybody's going to come in on the yearly. And so the great part about this is as you build this, guess what's going to happen? All of these renewed subscriptions. So when I talk to people, I say, listen, I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be over 90% retention. Why? Why is that a big deal? Why should we be talking about that? I'm never going to sleep without turning on NuCalm. It's all I think about before I go to bed. I may be too busy during some of these other programs, but whenever I do, it's a game changer. Ignite is a game changer. If I'm yawning, kind of feel sluggish, 13 minutes and I'm ready to go for the rest of the day. Okay. So building a business takes one thing. You have to treat it like $1 million business. If you don't treat this like $1 million business, you are missing it, because when you have a product that's going to have 90% plus retention, your efforts are going to be rewarded, but you have to have the effort. That's the most important thing. This month, I'm 4,000 short today. It's kind of depressing, hitting 25K. And, it's the way things go. But listen, you got to motivate yourself first, and then you got to motivate your team. That's what I do. I motivate people to take action, because without action, you aren't going to build a business. People are generally not able to do it on their own. So leaders will motivate their team to do the right things to make them successful. You got to build a big team here, right? You know that, Adam. Bottom line, you got to build a big team. At the beginning, you want to rank advance, but you want those subscriptions coming in every single month. This is a network marketing dream. Why? It doesn't interfere with any other company out there. Nothing. You can go to anybody in network marketing and say, hey, do you want to sleep better? Do you want to have more energy during the day when you're building your business? That doesn't interfere with anything that people are doing. So you got to go after the people that you don't think are going to say yes. Okay? Right, Adam?
Absolutely.
Because that's the product that we have. We have something that we can offer people for $42 a month. Are you kidding me? The industry sweet spot is $50 a month for continued auto ships. We're less than that, but we're better. Okay, so this is what I tell people. I say, listen, this is how you approach someone. You ask them, hey, do you know anybody that needs to sleep better, lower their stress, balance their nervous system? What are you hoping, right? Well, I do. It's all over from there, right? Start telling them the stories about what the app does. Don't talk about the comp plan. Don't talk about how much it costs. Start telling stories. You guys, we're storytellers. If you're not telling stories, and and probably you can tell, when I'm on with a prospect, I don't shut up. Okay? I don't let them talk usually. And then I sign them up on my computer. Why? Because I know I can do that, and so can you. You better be at your page, ready to click on that edge monthly or the edge yearly when you're talking to your prospect. If you're not doing it correctly. Be ready. Hey, let's get you started. In 10 minutes, I can have you on this app, and we're going to do a stress test, and we're going to find out where you're at. Now, if they're a networker, I talk about how sticky is that, right? Why? Because they've never had a product like that before. None of us have. Where they can receive the product in 10 minutes or less, they can use the product, and then I tell them, okay, 20 minutes on rescue, and then call me back. I want to know your number, and then I want to know your number after. And I have them screenshot the first one and the second one. Why? That's their tool to start building their business. My mind is, I want to make sure this person gets off to a good start. And that good start is having something to talk about, period. So don't look at this as a traditional multi-level marketing company. Okay. This comp plan does it all for you. You don't got to worry about where people go. But that's not the sale. It's a great comp plan. Okay. However, the sale is the stories. If you're not telling stories, it's going to be a tough go. Tough go. And but guess what? We have a product that creates stories, period. Okay. And those are the ones you use. You don't have one? Use somebody else's, right? The blood pressure. Are you kidding me? Of course, that's connected to your nervous system, your vagus nerve, right? This is the stress product that we've all been looking for. And so get excited. I was on a three-way call and the guy was fired up, sold already. He's like, Donna, I need to talk to somebody that's more excited than William. Of course, we all laugh, right? I'm like, well, good luck. Good luck, right? I don't sell things that I'm not sold on first. So in order to be a good network marketer, don't sell things you're not sold on. That's ridiculous. It's not about the money, you guys. It's about helping people. When you help others, the money will come, right? Like when I started, I didn't need the money, but I want to help people, period. And the stories are unbelievable. So be aggressive with this with people, but let me just tell you, these things that I've told you, you will be successful. And it doesn't matter who you talk to at this business. You can talk to your friends and family. They need this product. Yes, we want network marketers, people that know how to tell a story. But you guys, we got a lot of work in front of us. Okay, we're in 100 countries, slowly but surely. Okay, that's how this goes. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, but guess what? With 90% retention, you will be smiling if you put your focus and your laser pointed right at what this needs to be to the people that need it most. And guess who that is? Everybody. Somebody says to me, "Oh, well, I sleep just fine." I'm like, "How do you know?" You don't know if you sleep well. Just because you go to sleep at night and you wake up in the morning, that's not a sign that you're sleeping well. You need this app. I don't care who it is. Okay, they need this app and this technology. 35 years in research, 2 patents. Come on, guys. The story sells itself. No problem. However, make sure this one thing, as many stories as you can. Why? We're looking for that that hot spot, right? In that person. It's not hot spot, trigger point or whatever it is to get them to say yes. Okay. Listen, 30 days, like she said, 30 days, no risk. Come on. For $42, people spend that going to Starbucks with a friend. So these are the things that you need to be doing in order to be successful. And I'll end with that.
Wow, William, I got some great notes here. Thank you so much for hopping on tonight. Retention, obviously, I feel the same way. I am not going to sleep without my NuCalm app, right? And the speaker next to my bed. I've got a portable one. If I'm leaving, if I'm traveling, it's coming with.
Exactly.
Right? I am not going to be doing without that. So I agree with you 100%. The retention of this thing.
I got a big one, but this is a Beats pill, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm using
yeah.
it right now on the Zoom.
Uh-huh.
But so literally go in my back pocket. No matter where I go, anywhere, it's coming with me.
100%. And if you've got people that are sold on this technology, they will get the yearly because it's a better deal, right? It's just a better deal,
Yeah,
and that's like printing $100 bills. You're bringing
you're
people
right.
in that way. You're printing $100 bills. The ones that don't, hey, that's okay. They're going to renew next month and the month after. It's right. It's just going to keep happening, and that's going to build your volume long term. Approaching everybody and anybody. We have no competition. They all need to sleep, right? I get that. That is so huge. And the stress test, I really like that a lot. Giving them something to talk about right away, amazing. I think that's something that everybody should be implementing and just getting them on it as soon as possible.
If you're not doing that, you're making a huge mistake. Why do I sign people up on the phone? Why do I sign them up on my computer? Because it's a 1, 2, 3, boom, right? I make them do the stress test. Okay. Why? You guys, if you're not doing the stress test for the very first thing, you are missing it. That is the anchor. You have to anchor your new person into the app so that they don't stop using it. Do you know how addictive that is? You want somebody checking their stress 2 or 3 times a day. Why? They're using the app, right? You have to do that. The Rescue 20 has to be done within as soon as they download that app, and then redo the test. Why? You created a story. Hey, when I did this, my stress test, I was 70 and I did this rescue and it went up to 80, 90. Well, somebody went up from a 50 to an 80. I mean, come on. That is our product, the stress test. Why? Because the app fixes the stress problem, period.
Awesome job, William. Appreciate you hopping on here tonight. We only have a few minutes left, but I want to cover a couple of things. And again, I congratulate you for hitting 10K, and you're just on the cusp of 25K. I know you're going to hit that really, really soon. We'll have you back again when you're at 25K. Congratulations. And you get to be in the pool at 10K. You get shares in the pool. Got to love that. So congratulations on that as well. That's why we call it a frequency raise on the graphic, because you raised your frequency and you got to raise at the same time. How do you like that? Anyway, I wanted to give a couple of quick announcements, things that are going on that you might want to know about. There is a new AI chatbot that is now on all of our websites, both the front and the back office. As we grow this business globally, we'll need to do it in different languages. We'll need to have customer service that's 24/7. And this is the first step in that direction. Right now, you can test that out. Ask it any question. You got a comp plan question, it's the middle of the night, you can't call customer service, but you can use the chat bot that is now on everybody's website. If you change the website's language to any of the languages that are in that list, there's a lot of languages there, the chat bot will automatically change language as well. And again, we now have customer service answering questions in any language, anywhere around the globe. And that is effective right now. So take advantage of that. I got to say, this whole AI revolution, it's not going to, take your job away necessarily, but the people who are using it and the companies that are using it, they will be taking your job, right? That's the concern. So you want to be involved with a company that has the foresight to put those things into place. And that's what we've got with SocialX. So that's really exciting. Also, we're moving to an international shipper. And that's important for our physical products. Right now, we have warehouses in multiple countries and we ship physical products, our mist products and our shakes and things like that, to about 20 countries. Well, that's all about to change, folks. We're now going to be shipping to all the countries that we now offer NuCalm in. And we offer NuCalm in over 100 countries right now, nothing to ship, but this new international shipper that they're going to be launching in the next few days will enable us to ship product anywhere, physical product anywhere on the globe. Do you have any idea how much that is going to change the way we are able to build a business internationally? Look, the thing I love about NuCalm, there's nothing to ship. It can go viral. It's going viral right now as we speak. But you know what? Just like you said, William, hey, the mist products are pretty amazing. You're a health conscious individual. Of course, you're going to want to try the health products that we have. Of course, you're going to want an extreme shake. You're going to want some of the mist products. We have amazing products. We have organic skincare that's so organic you can eat it. Okay? I'm telling you, people are going to find those. They're going to come involved and get involved because you're focused on NuCalm. And they're going to want that technology and they're going to keep that and they're not going to go to bed without it. But guess what? Everybody likes a good protein shake, right? People want these other products as well. And now we're going to be able to ship them globally. So anyway, you found SocialX at the absolute perfect time in history. I want to thank everybody for hopping on the X Team Social Hour. We do this every Tuesday night live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Again, at 9 p.m. tonight, you might want to hop on the corporate Zoom. It's socialxwebinar.com. Tomorrow night, socialxwebinar.com, 9 p.m. is the Spanish presentation. It's an opportunity presentation and it's a training. And we are in some great Hispanic markets right now. Take advantage of that. Those are on Wednesday nights. And then on Thursday night, again, socialxwebinar.com for the product training that David D'Arcangelo does. So there's something at 9 o'clock every night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And of course, this one at 8 p.m., an hour earlier on Tuesday nights for Tuesday Night Live. Again, thank you, Patti. Appreciate you, Craig, William. Thanks for hopping on tonight, as always. This has been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next Zoom. Everybody have a great night. Bye-bye for now.